What's up, my Big Mack Snack-Wraps? It's your boy, the Miggity Mac, and welcome to another show. Alright, you guys, on today's show, it is Taco Tuesday. And it's hot up in here. It's Taco Tuesday, y'all, so of course, your boy got some tacos. I have 3 different kind of tacos that I cook at home, homemade. Okay, this is carne asada, chicken, and ground beef. It's topped with fat-free shredded cheese, shredded lettuce, and a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top. Right here I have a jalapeno pepper, and this one's red. I've never tasted the red one before, so I'm gonna see how the jalapeno goes. Right here I got my Tabasco, and then I have some light sour cream right here. Y'all, we gonna say our prayers, and we gonna get into this. Amen. And my drink, and my water. It's right there. All right. See how my snack wraps out there doing? Hopefully everyone's doing good. I'm doing great. I'm recording this video the day after my video came out discussing my food addiction. So as you guys can see in the title of this one, I'm gonna go a little bit further into it about my basically like my food journey and leading into my mukbang journey and basically my relationship with food. So I guess going forward from now on, we back on our journey. As you guys can see, I have 3 tacos here. Usually I have at least 5 tacos. But we're not doing that no more. Moving forward, we gonna eat normal. But yeah, and I'm gonna get into all of that. Okay, I think I'm gonna start with just the regular ground beef. And usually I don't do ground beef, but we've had this ground beef in the refrigerator for a while. We're trying to get rid of everything in the refrigerator, cook everything at home that we have in our refrigerator. If we have to add a little something to it, go to the grocery store, but I'm kind of doing like a refrigerator clean out type of deal. Did we say our prayer? Amen. All right, y'all, so we have the good old ground beef. Oh, and I would like to clear up something from the last, from the food addiction video. Even though I am a authentic, genuine article, mint condition, 1980s crack baby, I'm not saying all crack babies have food addictions. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that's what happened to me. That is my story. I can't speak for anyone else. Some people that were, born addicted to crack, perfectly fine. They have no addictions. Life is great. My life is great, but I do have a food addiction. So that's my story. So as I was telling you guys, my food addiction started when my first taste of ice cream. So for the first 6 months of my life, I was slim. I was actually, like, none of my clothes fit me when I was a baby. It was like putting a toddler shirt on an infant. But once I had that ice cream, totally different story. That's when I started gaining weight. This tastes okay. It's not as like crunchy. It doesn't have that snap to it. But yeah. But of course, my vices was ice cream and McDonald's growing up. From the ages of before I could remember to about first grade or whatever, and maybe third grade. Other than that, from what I hear, I ate, normal, like a normal person. Whatever my sisters was eating, I ate, and my sisters were thin. They're thin. I'm the biggest one in my family. Out of everybody, there's nobody in the family near my size. So, as a kid, I ate normal, whatever my sisters was eating. But when it came to ice cream, I couldn't help myself. I wasn't turning it down. Can I get a second? Can I get a third? That was my vice. And McDonald's. McDonald's wasn't every day, but when I did get it, I was excited to get McDonald's. And that's where I did differ, because most kids would get the Happy Meal. No, give me the Big Mac, but buy the toy that go with the Happy Meal, because I'm still a kid. So give me my toy too, but I want a Big Mac, and give me a shake. Or give me the Happy Meal, but then give me an extra cheeseburger. And slowly but surely, the weight started to add up. And then going into elementary, up until that point, me personally, I didn't know I was fat. Nobody called me fat in my family. Nobody, I didn't experience that. I was just a normal kid doing what every other kid did. So going into first grade, I'm just going excited to go to school. And then I encountered some 6th grade bullies that made my experience a living hell. I was all kind of fat B's and just fat this, fat that. And mind you, I'm a 6-year-old, and these are 11-year-olds, 10, 11-year-olds talking to me like this. So that kind of, you know, hurt my feelings a lot. But at the same time, I went home and everything was normal. I didn't deal with none of that, you know. And my family, you know, I'm Mac. I'm like, I am who I am, you know. So as time goes on, you know, I eat. Okay, let me get into this chicken taco. But I eat just normal like everybody else. But I'm gaining the weight. So they run all kind of tests on me as a kid. Everything came back normal. No thyroid issues. They thought it was a thyroid issue or something. My metabolism's normal. All that stuff. Now around this time, 3rd grade, I developed a deep love for pizza. Then I started wanting pizza all the time. Pizza and ice cream. Not necessarily together, but those are my two. I couldn't get enough. If they had an extra pizza at school, I'm taking it. And it's gonna sound terrible, but when I knew it was pizza day, I would purposely sit next to my Muslim friends, and they don't eat pork, so it usually be like pepperoni pizza with pork in it. So who they gonna get a pizza to or trade something for? Me. I know, terrible. That was some real Big Mack activity before Big Mack was even a thing. Pinkies up, y'all. We're gonna swear a little bit. Sorry, y'all. I had an interruption on my phone, even though I have it on Do Not Disturb. I don't know what's going on with this phone, but hold on, let me fix this. But that's the thing about a food addiction. You get tactful and strategic about how you gonna get this food now. But I did that. But I was also playing sports, so you know I would work it off. Like we played sports in school. You know, elementary was popping. Playing basketball, playing volleyball, whatever. Running, all that stuff. All the normal kid stuff did. All the normal stuff kids did, I did. So, even though I was the biggest in my class at all times, if you ever see a picture of me in elementary or anything, a group picture, I'm always in the back row because I'm the tallest and I'm the biggest. If you put me in the front row, I might X some kids out of the picture. So, but I always, you know, was active or whatever. Whatever the kids was doing, I was doing. Like, the weight didn't stop nothing. Dancing, couldn't nobody see me in dancing, even though I'm pushing 200 pounds as a little kid. I'm dancing. It is what it is, you know. But then going into middle school, basically from all that time, I'm picking up weight, but aside from pizza and ice cream, everything's pretty normal. And then I turn 18, get grown, move out on my own, and I'm excited, and I'm starting to cook for myself, and that's going great too. I'm not driving yet, so I really don't have access to fast food. So I'm cooking at home, and I enjoy cooking at home. In my adult life, I've never fried anything at home. I've always ate healthy. When I cook at home, it's healthy food. Anybody can tell you, do not bring no canola oil, no vegetable oil into my home. We don't do that here. If it's not olive oil or avocado oil, I don't want to see it. I don't want to know nothing about it. Don't bring no full fat dairy in here. We do light or fat free. I don't like greasy food, none of that stuff. If it's full fat meats, get it out of here. Give me 90 something lean. So, cooking on my own, I was good. I was maintaining my weight. I wasn't as active because I didn't go straight to college, so I wasn't as active. So I was still heavy, but you know, whatever. Then I moved to LA, and I didn't go to college, and I don't have a car. I'm not driving. I don't have my license. So those may have been the times where I was my thinnest. And it's the carnivore side I'm about to get into. But that's when I was about my thinnest. And then I'm walking to school, we're walking to the bus stop, and then I'll get off, you know, a couple stops ahead and just walk the rest of the way home. I'll say, you know, let me get some exercise in. So I was really, you know, I was still big, but I was good. But when I tell you, as soon as I got that driver's license, it was a wrap. For one, I wasn't walking nowhere. Liquor store around the corner, I'm driving. I'm driving everywhere. And now, and now I'm in LA. There's all kind of fast food spots, all kind of eateries. Oh, I'm tearing everything up. I'm going to Tam Burger several times a week. I'm getting 2 Tam burgers. I'm getting fries. I'm getting onion rings. I'm getting zucchini fries. I'm getting pastrami sandwiches. I'm getting pot pies. I'm getting Louisiana fried chicken and Chinese food. I'm getting it all. And that was when I started to blow up. By that time, I'm in my like 22, 23, 24, 25. And then at 25, I got my first real good paying job as a custodian for Linwood Unified. Man, I'm staying with my aunt. And I'm paying rent, but I ain't paying full rent. So I got money to spend. And I never been flashy. So I got my first whip, a 2002 Ford Taurus. My car was like 120. I never was flashy, so I wasn't spending my money on Jordans and all that stuff. I was spending my money on food. I'm eating here, I'm eating there. Let me go to Norm's for breakfast. I Oh well, it's lunchtime. Let me go hit up some Tams. Oh, it's dinner time. Let me get me some fried chicken. Let me get some tacos. Let me get this. Let me get that. It was crazy. And this before I even stepped foot in front of a camera for mukbanging. So from there, it just progresses out of control. You know you got a problem when you eat one meal and you're thinking about what you're gonna eat for the next one. But I was always semi-conscious of what I was doing, because for a short period, I had the mind frame, the mindset that if nobody seen me eat it, I didn't really eat it. It didn't count. Luckily, that was short-lived, because I was like, you are out of control, you need to stop. But when you start thinking like that, if nobody see me eat it, it don't count. Remember, when you got a food addiction, you're tactful, you're strategic, and you even start lying to yourself. And then in 2017, right before I turned 30, I was on YouTube one day and I saw B Love's Life, and I was introduced to the world of mukbanging, and I went down a rabbit hole. I started watching all sorts of videos, mukbang videos, and I was like, this is up my alley. And I watched them for about a year. And B Love had a video where she was, encouraging people. She was saying, if there's something you want to do, go for it. Start now. And I was like, you know what? I think I will. But I didn't get into it for the food. I didn't get into mukbanging for the food per se. I just knew that I had to eat. I'm gonna eat every day, you know what I'm saying? But, I went to a performing arts high school, and what I wanted to do was be an actor and a singer. That's my passion, entertainment. And I said, this will help me open up to being in front of the camera. And if I could eat in front of people on camera, and I could do anything, I want to do on camera. Because it's hard to get in front of a camera as a big person and eat, because people are already going to judge you off the bat. What you're eating, how much you're eating, how you're eating, how you're breathing while you're eating, how you look while you're eating. Oh, look at him, he really enjoying that. Look at him really getting into that, or her, or whoever. So I said if I could get in front of the camera and just get over that, then I could possibly open doors, and I could do, entertain people and put a smile on people's face and make people feel happy, spread joy, spread love. So it wasn't really about the food. And at that point in my life, I had started to taper off of eating really, really, really crazy. So going into mukbanging, I just thought, I was going to entertain. But as I got into it, mukbang really started to blow up. So the thing, and it's still this thing, where you put a lot of food in front of you and you eat it. And that's good for the thumbnail, people to see all this massive amount of food. And the person's gonna eat it, and you take a picture like, oh my gosh, all this food. And the thumbnail looks good and everything. And you just have all this food in front of you. So in order to get views, that's what you have to do. You have to have all this food. You have to eat all this food. And if you're somebody that has all this massive amount of food and you eat it all, oh, your views are really gonna go up. So when I got into the game, the pictures and the thumbnails and the food amounts just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And to keep up, you have to, you know, and by that time it's the influx of people. So to get ahead of the herd, you had to do more. And I've always took kind of like a stance. I was kind of like in the middle, like, because you never see me on my videos with an extreme amount of food. I may push the food up to the camera and sit back. Like, you see this plate here? In front of me, it's a little plate. But if I sit it right here, boom, it looks like it's a lot. And you know, you play with camera angles and stuff like that. But then once you click on the video, you see it's not that much amount of food. But sometimes I would have, you know, more than what somebody would have in a regular setting. And you know, to keep up, you gotta do more and do more. And then about a year into my journey, well, not even a year, about 6 months into my journey, the challenges took off. The food challenges took off. And that's where it got really tricky. Because it started off, you know, with fun little challenges, the spicy noodle challenge, put some Oreos on your pizza challenge, a pickle and whipped cream challenge, little weird quirky challenges. That's cool. But then it started getting into numbers. Like 10 chicken legs, 10 chicken wings, to 15, to 20, 10 lobster tails, 15 lobster tails, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50 lobster tails, the 50 lobster tail challenge, a double burger challenge. Then that went to a triple burger challenge. And then a quadruple burger challenge. And I did a quadruple burger challenge. And I tried to keep up with all these different challenges. And every week it seemed like it was a new challenge. And the food got bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm trying to keep up. And I'm getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the straw that broke the camel's back for me, where I said, okay, enough is enough. And any of these challenges that I mentioned, I love everybody that created these challenges. I love everybody in the Mukbang community, because at that time when we were doing challenges, it was so much camaraderie and community, and it was a lovely space to be in. Everybody was helping everybody. We was posting everybody's videos and spreading love to everybody. It was such a beautiful time in the Mukbang community. And I don't take none of that back. And shout out to everybody that created those challenges and did those challenges. It was a beautiful time, and I wish we could get back to that. Maybe not with the crazy amount of food, but just the community and camaraderie amongst each other. Oh, it was a beautiful time. And everybody wanted everybody to win. Everybody was making money. Ooh, it was a good time. But the straw that broke the camel's back for me was the double, quadruple Whopper challenge. So you would get 2 Whoppers. Each Whopper had 4 patties on it. Now, that looks good on camera, but I said to myself, I gotta draw the line here. Enough is enough. I love y'all, but y'all go ahead on without me. Continue the journey on. I'll be right here. I can't do it. That's just, next thing you know, it's gonna be through 3 of them. It was just, at that point I said, I can't do what everybody else is doing. because I already came, when I started, I was already big. I'm just sitting here getting bigger. And everybody else, a lot of people that's doing it, some are getting bigger with me. And then the real popular ones, they still skinny. They still run around here skinny. And that is just going to show me that I can't, everybody's journey ain't my journey. I can't do what everybody doing. I gotta do me. I gotta do me. And it was at that point I stopped doing challenges because I threw my hands up. I said, I can't. I even had my own challenge, the Big Mac challenge, with 2 Big Macs. I think it was 10 nuggets and an apple pie, which I thought that was as crazy as it was gonna get. Until I saw the double quadruple challenge. I think it was a 100 nugget challenge, 100 fish stick challenge. I was like, when is it gonna end? And I said, it's gonna take something tragic for this to end, and I ain't gonna be the one that's gonna be having the tragic story and everybody leaving condolences on my page. I said, I gotta stop it here. The train stops here. So I took a step back and I scaled it back a little bit. But then from then on, off and on, you know, you guys have seen I've had my health journeys, but I've still been conflicted between making good content and being healthy, you know, on screen and off screen. And the truth of the matter is, unless you're cooking like really presentable food that looks great, if you're a great cook and you're a great culinary artist, even if you're not never taken culinary, some people just make their plates look really good, their food looks really good when it's homemade. But for the most part, you're not gonna get views unless you got some fast food content. And that's where I went back and forth with everything. And I tried to toe the line of that, and it still wasn't working in my favor. So here we are today. And I know I still have a food addiction, but what I'm gonna do is make a conscious effort amongst myself to cook more at home, incorporate everything that I know that is healthy, and do away with stuff that I know is not healthy. Back in March, I gave up soda, so you'll never see me drink another soda. And I made that promise to God that I wouldn't drink soda anymore. So you'll never see me drink a soda in my lifetime again. Because you can't go back on that word. You could go back on your own word, but once you can't go back on that. So soda's out. And there's certain things that I know I gotta cut out, and you know, deal with some good portion control and things of that nature. But yeah, from there going forward, y'all gonna see if I do tacos, it's gonna be 3 tacos, and not gonna be 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 tacos, 3 max, and we good. And all my ingredients will be low fat, lean, you know, a healthy version. So anything you see on this channel pretty much is going to be a healthy version. Even if I don't explicitly say it, just know we're not doing that no more on this channel. Things got to change. I got to change. So that is what it is. And that has been my food journey. And it's a day-by-day process. It's a day-by-day process. Because being in front of the camera doing mukbangs, I didn't intentionally go into it with the intention on the food like that. But of course it is. But that made me dive a little deeper into addiction to food than I was aware of. So, you know, it's a lot of unlearning things. And just put it in the time for myself, cooking my own meals, making sure everything's on the up and up. So that's where we are today, you guys. And I ain't gonna keep y'all no longer. This has been the longest video I've done in a while. Yeah. All right, y'all. So I'm not gonna keep y'all no longer. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, this conversation. And yeah, I love y'all. I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to all my day ones, all my new snack wraps, everybody in between. Thank y'all for coming to kick it with me. And I will see y'all on the next video. And we're gonna have, you know, another good meal, a normal meal. And that's the way it's gonna be. Until we eat again, my beautiful snack wraps. Peace.